The gentlelady from Florida is recognized.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. And I want to thank Chairman Royce for his amazing leadership, and also Ranking Member Engel. They brought this important and timely resolution to the floor. And I'm so grateful to have worked not only with Chairman Royce and Ranking Member Engel, but also with Chairman Cook and Ranking Member Sears of the Western Hemisphere Subcommittee. All of us introduced House Resolution 981. And this resolution, as Mr. Sears and Mr. Royce have pointed out, it condemns the persecution, it condemns the intimidation, the violence, the murders that are being committed by the government of Nicaragua against its citizens by the orders, under the orders of Daniel Ortega. Mr. Speaker, 450, that is how many Nicaraguans have been killed by Ortega's regime and its thugs just since April of this year. Heaven knows how many today or how many just these past days. The death toll is rising every day. And as the regime has now authorized a shoot-to-kill policy in cities like Masaya and Jinotega. Shoot-to-kill against dissidents, against protesters. And add that to the thousands who have been injured, arrested, forced disappearances. And we're talking about a massive and severe repression by a regime that will do anything to stay in power. That is what this is all about. Ortega and his wife want to stay in power at all costs. On Monday, Daniel Ortega had the nerve, the audacity to go on our news channel, Fox News, American TV, to say that everything was under control in Nicaragua, and that it was in fact the Nicaraguan people who were committing the acts of violence. The Nicaraguan people are the ones responsible for the bloodshed. It's a desperate attempt by a desperate but dangerous fool. Mr. Speaker, it is a dire situation, and it's getting worse by the day. That is why we need to hold Ortega accountable for his evil and violent acts and put additional pressure on his regime. The administration has shown great leadership in condemning Ortega and in sanctioning some of his regime's top officials under the Global Magnitsky Act. My resolution urges the administration to do more, to target more of Ortega's goons for sanctions, and to urge this very body to do more, because time is of the essence. The measure before us is simple and straightforward. It rightfully identifies Ortega, not the Nicaraguan people, as the orchestrator of the violence. It urges the administration to take more action against the regime. It also demonstrates our unwavering support for the people of Nicaragua in their pursuit for democracy, in their pursuit of justice. It includes the call for early, free, fair, and transparent elections overseen by domestic and international observers. And this resolution also calls upon responsible nations to stand in solidarity with the people of Nicaragua, because their silence has been deafening. Today, this body is standing up for some of the most cherished values and ideals that we hold true to our hearts. And we are unequivocally rejecting the Ortega regime's abuses and its corruption. Today, we can send a strong, unified, and clear message that we are watching, and we are acting, and we are supporting the aspirations of all freedom-loving Nicaraguans. In my congressional district, Mr. Speaker and Mr. Chairman, if I could have an additional minute, Mr. Chairman.
To yield the gentleman additional minute.
Thank you, sir.
Recognized.
In my congressional district, I am so blessed to have so many Nicaraguan Americans. And in fact, one of them is right here behind me, Gabby Buffelli, who is very proud of her Nicaraguan heritage, and she keeps me abreast of what is happening in Nicaragua every day. And my constituents tell me they're heartbroken about the situation. They're heartbroken because people don't seem to be paying attention, but they know that the United States Congress is standing with them. And today, with this vote, we will stand ever so strongly with them. Ortega is receiving help, as the chairman pointed out, from Venezuela's Maduro, from Castro in Cuba, from Diaz-Canel in Cuba. These thugs know how to repress and kill dissidents. Let's do the right thing. Let's not stand with the oppressors. Let's stand with the people of Nicaragua.